just done by design. This ain't by accident. And I can't believe you guys would think that I want to train in this place.
We were just talking about heaters.
I told him earlier. I said we gotta get some heat in. I know we're gonna have to get some heat in.
Phoenix and Las Vegas, I seen the heat. When you're on the plane, we went to Phoenix because hell was booked. You know what I mean?
You know, in training camp and in life, when times get hard, I've been blessed to be around people that are older than me and live longer than me, which means that they're wiser than me. And I listen, and they give me experience and valuable assurance that life is tough. So when it gets tough in my journey, believe me, I'm not the only one going through it. So it keeps my head high, my feet on the ground, and I keep striving because we're here once.
I need this, come on. I need this. Hey. Come on, just like that. Don't go like this, go like.
And again, pop that long jab. There you go, and again. There you go. Beautiful, pop that long one too. Finish up.
Well, you break him, unpredictable. Exactly, Mike! Beautiful, roll, Mike! Excellent, excellent. Complete game, beautiful game. Complete, there's nothing to say.
Anthony Joshua may have gained a major advantage as Mike Tyson arrives in his camp, bringing a new energy ahead of his highly anticipated clash with Tyson Fury. Tyson's presence could completely change the way Joshua prepares for the biggest fight of his career.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Tyson once questioned Joshua's ability to avoid punches, but now he's helping him become sharper, smarter, and more difficult to hit. His experience could give Joshua a valuable new perspective before facing Fury.
Foundation that made him more elusive. You know what I mean? More elusive. He throws his punches with just bad intentions. And I just believe the consistency of the hard punches to the body, to the head, what he's capable of doing.
Working alongside Mike Tyson has clearly boosted Joshua's confidence. He says the experience has made him feel different, motivated, and more alive as he prepares for the biggest challenge of his career.
What's it now, mate? Coming here first, I was a bit skeptical because I've had a good camp in Sheffield, right? So it's kind of upsetting a good pattern. So I come in here, you've never boxed in here before, you're gonna spar in here, and you haven't kind of, any gym you go into, even if you're sparring your opponent or your sparring partner, the gym's got some character and atmosphere. You can just feel the energy that's been in there before. This gym just felt like empty. It didn't have the life in it, but now I feel like having the first session in here, it's good because like you kind of take the cobwebs away, you bring some life to the gym, you get familiar with the campus and all that. It's important, you know.
Much more could come from this powerful partnership, but the latest developments have already created huge excitement. Fans around the world are eagerly waiting to see what happens next with Joshua and Fury.
It makes it an interesting fight. We're all going to have an opinion on who wins, who loses, and we're not going to find that out until November, hopefully, when we get this fight over the line.
It's a very good segue into when we believe this fight is going to be. Now, the direction of travel that they're talking about next week when Turki Al-Sheikh, Spencer Brown, Frank and George Warren, Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, they all sit around the table. Netflix, Seller, maybe Dana White, who's going to have some involvement. He's still saying that Zuffa Boxing are going to have some involvement of it. All arrows are pointing across the pond at the moment, and we're going to take your calls on this as well tonight.
The location of Joshua and Fury's potential showdown has also sparked debate. Gareth A. Davies mentioned a possible November date, while Spencer Oliver believes taking the fight to America would disappoint British fans who feel this historic matchup belongs on home soil.
Those arrows pointing across the pond, is it right that it takes place indoors at Madison Square Garden on November the 14th, which is what people are talking about at the moment as the potential date, rather than indoors at the O2 Arena in London, which is just as iconic for these two fighters, and it's the same number of seats?
That's exactly right. I was going to say that there's the same number of seats, and yeah, it's, you know, iconic, and the history of it, well, Muhammad Ali and all the other great heavyweights that have boxed at Madison Square Garden. I understand that, but this is a fight for the British fight fans who have supported these guys over the last decade, have been there, travelled abroad for both of these guys as well. The fight fans sort of
After previously working with Usyk, Joshua is now bringing Mike Tyson into camp as he searches for his best form. But Frank Warren has questioned the strategy, pointing to Joshua's recent performance and predicting Fury could stop him. Warren believes Joshua can build muscle, but improving his durability remains a bigger concern.
What do I make of it? Look, I watch. I think Tyson's a big favourite. I've said that all along. You know, styles make fights, and I think Tyson will stop AJ. He would do what Daniel Dubois did.
Did you think so? On AJ's performance, did you think he looked, a little bit past his best?
Well, he's not the same guy he is he? I mean, how old is he now? It's like
36.
I'm an old geezer. We're not the, he's been working out with Usyk and doing what he's got to do. But look, you can, and he looks. They've got him doing a new, different physical regime. But what you can't do in boxing, you can't put muscles on your chin.
Teddy Atlas also sees Fury holding a major advantage after studying Joshua's recent performance. He believes Fury's size, movement, and unpredictable style could expose weaknesses and force Joshua to make difficult adjustments under pressure.
I believe that the way I saw Joshua early in the fight, how available he was, if that's fair. And again, he'll be better too. He'll be more alert. He'll know that he has more of a danger in front of him. But I just think that the hand speed, the length, the ability of Fury, the legs, to be on the outside, that maybe he could get to Joshua before Joshua could get to him. Does that make sense? Because Joshua's going to probably have to be, for me, the fight plan would be always with Joshua. You want to back the guy up with that stiff jab you got. You got a good, stiff, hard jab.
Atlas believes the fight could ultimately come down to timing, strategy, and composure. Both heavyweights have physical and technical advantages, but whoever handles the pressure better could control the most important moments of the fight.
You want to back them up and set the table. You want to set the table, go to the body, but you want to set the table for the right hand for the most part. And you want to control that distance with that jab, where you clear the way, you back him up, you keep him, defensive. And I think that Fury, his ability to use his legs to counter punch, to put punches together, to run punches, that he'll have a chance where Joshua stands up a little bit in front of you. He's not the quickest feet to close. He'll have a chance to run some punches before he closes the gap. Does that make sense?
Ben Davidson, who previously worked with Joshua, has also shared his thoughts on the heavyweight's recent journey. He analyzed Joshua's performance and explained how his opponent's unexpected approach created problems that caught many fans and experts by surprise.
So it's who gets it right on the night, who gets the tactics right, and sometimes small little things fight week, and these little bits can have a huge impact. So obviously they're two top operators, and that's what everybody's tuning in for, to find out who's going to come out on top.
A lot of people obviously tuned in after everything that had happened with Anthony Joshua, and they were saying that it's going to be an easy job with Perenga. I think Perenga shocked everybody that night. What did you make of AJ's performance overall?
I think that it's very difficult. I've been in the situation before when you got a massive fight like Tyson and AJ signed.
Davidson believes the enormous pressure surrounding a potential Fury fight may have affected Joshua mentally. Still, he praised Joshua for recovering strongly in the second half and showing the resilience needed when the fight became difficult.
Practically signed, you've got this tick over, everybody's assuming you to go in and do this job. That brings a hell of a lot of pressure. And I think he went in there maybe a little bit with, I'll take my time and, be safe, get the job done. And got off to a shaky start obviously, but I think settled, realised, hold on a minute, not here to mess about. Went out there and got the job done in the second, so obviously was pleased to see that.
A lot of people on social media, Simon Jordan was one in particular, saying that he thought that it was fixed. What's your reaction to that?
I haven't got one.
No.
Tony Bellew has pushed back against the constant criticism of Joshua's chin. He believes those questions are unfair unless Joshua is convincingly stopped by another elite heavyweight. Bellew points to Joshua's ability to recover under pressure as evidence of his toughness.
When he's never been starched and he's never been flatlined, he always gets up. Even against Daniel Dubois, he always gets up. Once again, don't quote that gobshite to me. He's an arsehole of the highest order. Anyone who works for that rag, I'd never speak about him. So we're going to have to change the quote about you're going to have to ask me that question. People are seeing something on social media and they were saying, oh, his chin, or he's short, or he's this, or he's that. The fact that he gets up shows you there's absolutely nothing wrong with his chin. Fitness is what gets fights off the floor. Anyone who knows boxing understands the science of it. Anyone can go down. It takes 2.5 pounds of pressure.
Bellew also give Joshua credit for accepting the challenge of facing Fury. He believes outpointing Fury over 12 rounds would be extremely difficult, meaning Joshua may need a defining moment and potentially a knockout to secure victory.
To the list of the other heavyweights. Out of all of the dangerous other heavyweights, the top 10 in the world, Anthony Joshua would be picking Tyson Fury to face, because all of the others have got more pop than him. And with just that alone, you would be picking Tyson Fury. He's the boxer. He's the one who doesn't want to have a straight up fight with you. He's the one who wants to box you. And the best usually way to beat a boxer is, well, it is to just get rid of them. And I think that's Anthony Joshua's best chance. If this fight goes to point Anthony Joshua loses, Anthony Joshua has to win by knockout to win this fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's not going to outbox. Let's be brutally honest. He's not going to outbox Tyson Fury.
No, I don't think so. I think that's right. Yeah, definitely.
We know what Tyson Fury's like. He did say in the build-up that
Andre Ward believes both Joshua and Fury could benefit from another fight before meeting each other. Their recent performances have raised questions about their current form, and another strong showing could rebuild confidence before such a massive showdown.
Nah, this is all it's gonna be.
I know.
Give me your thoughts on Joshua and Fury.
We would get the most out of what they have left if they decide to fight right now. However, if we let them get another dub, another warm-up, because both of them in my book, bro, it didn't play out right for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we don't get the best versions, but we get the best of who they are now. You know what I'm saying? If they just clean up a few things. Because Anthony Joshua, though trying to implement whatever Uzi gave him, you know what I'm saying, the confidence he gained or the mentality he went in there because of the accident, losing his friends, gave him, spiritually, man, he was packed in. He was locked in.
Ward also believed Joshua has rebuilt his mindset since the Usyk defeats, but those improvements have not always translated into his performances. He feels Fury could also use another fight to sharpen his skills before facing Joshua.
Your body's still gonna respond the way it has to respond to certain situations, man. And that's just due to, whatever trauma you had to deal with, right? Or the normalcy of just living long enough if you didn't get into an accident. That was AJ's case, man. He was too flat-footed. He was trying to implement, I guarantee you, what Uzi gave him in camp, but you can't be Uzi. Because I know Uzi giving him the ins and the outs. He built for power. He's structured for strength. So you're not going to get that kind of fighter. He was trying to bring it out after being gone, after everything that happened to him. And it didn't work out, man. So give him another fight to try to implement it a little bit more, lose a little bit more weight, and then bring it to the table, and it might work.
Ward sees opportunities for Joshua, particularly because he doesn't believe Fury is currently at his absolute best. However, Joshua's ability to absorb Fury's biggest punches could become one of the most important factors in determining the outcome.
He had a hard time as well, man. He was vulnerable in a couple of situations where he gave the right side of his face. If Anthony Joshua was line that fight that side up, it's over. He let that shot, it's over. So he needs to get back in the lab and just work on some things too. But if they fight now, I would expect to see the best of what they got left. And, I'll be satisfied with that.
I compared Anthony Joshua and Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah.
Two guys that they're getting touched with the same punches and they're going down. What do you think that is? Like, what's causing them to hit the canvas as much as they've been hitting the canvas?
Right. Not wanting to.
A surprising claim has now emerged from the opposing camp. Keith Sullivan, the manager of Joshua's recent opponent, says the fighter entered the contest while dealing with illness and was unable to complete a proper training camp. According to Sullivan, he arrived in Jeddah far below his normal condition.
Leading up to the fight, he didn't spar or train for 2 weeks before he got to Jeddah. He had 102 fever and he was in bed for 8 days straight. We brought a doctor into camp. He moved camp over to Dubai. So he brought a doctor in, drew some blood to make sure there wasn't something more serious going on. And they said he was just run down and they thought it was a flu or a cold or something and he would get over it. And it took 14 days. So we had the last 7 days before we went to Jeddah for training. We had a sparring partner there in Dubai who we didn't use at all because he just had we couldn't get him out of bed to go for a walk. In the first round, he came out and just gassed himself out. The instructions in the corner for the second round were, continue what you're doing.
Those comments have sparked plenty of debate, with some fans viewing them as excuses. Sullivan, however, continues to stand by his version of events, claiming the physical problems prevented his fighter from executing the planned strategy and added another twist to the controversial bout.
Stunned what happened to him, like in an instant. He said it all came right back to him. And the lack of training, the lack of cardio that he wasn't able to do in the 3 weeks leading up to him, they caught him right at that moment. So in his head, he kind of changed the game plan from what he was instructed to do. He said to himself, I've got AJ's number. I've knocked him down 3 times. I don't care what anybody says, it was 3 knockdowns. Those ropes held him up absolutely in between the 2 counted knockdowns. You see his body flop back. If those ropes aren't there, he's on the flat of his back. And Christian Pranga has knocked a 2-time Olympian, 3-time heavyweight world champion on his ass 3 times in the first round. And Anthony Joshua's going into the second round 10-6 down. That's never happened in his life.
While many remember Joshua being dropped early in the fight, Roy Jones Jr. focuses on what happened next. He praised Joshua for recovering quickly and taking control in the second round, calling the response a clear display of character and resilience.
With right now. Now I got to give kudos to him because he came back off those 2 knockdowns and got through out of the second round. That was a beautiful thing. But I immediately started thinking, man, if this was Andre, I don't know if he'd get out this first round. I don't know if he'd get out this first round now because this would be something special. So I definitely had to think about you on that. And as soon as it happened, I said, oh my gosh. I said, wow. I said, boy, if this was Andre, this would be a problem right now. You feel me? So,
I can't say I didn't think that, man.
I just had to share that with you because it did come over me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to Joshua, man. He,
man.
He may go down, but he gonna always get up if he can. Yep. He got a lot of heart, man, and I got a lot of respect for him, man. And I want the Fury fight to happen. I think it got to happen right now, just given where they are in their career.
Alexander Usyk has also given his prediction after watching Joshua's recent progress. Having fought Joshua twice, Usyk believes the potential clash with Fury is unlikely to reach the final bell. He expects a knockout and warns that Joshua still has enough power to change the fight instantly.
Very last thing, when Anthony Joshua fights Tyson Fury, I know you think Joshua will win, but how? What does the fight look like?
Knock him out. 6 rounds. AJ. Ooh.
The Joshua Fury story continues to grow with every new development. From Mike Tyson joining Joshua's camp to expert predictions and revelations from his recent opponent's team, the heavyweight division is watching closely. Who do you think wins when these 2 giants finally meet? Let us know your prediction and subscribe for more boxing updates.